Hi guys, it's Ben Heath from Lead Guru, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to increase organic traffic with optimized post titles. I've got a couple of examples to help explain this. Now, obviously, the title of your post, article, any page on your website is obviously very, very important. It needs to do a number of different things. But when it comes to increasing organic traffic, there's basically two elements to it. One, you want to write a title for your post that is something that's appealing, that's interesting, that grabs people's attention, that generates some sort of curiosity and intrigue, something that makes them want to click and find out what the article or blog post or just page on your website is. Okay, so the first part is all about that user experience. How can you help convince people to click? Obviously, the title is a very important component of that. But also, if you can increase your click-through rate, so write an engaging, interesting title that gets people to click, that is a signal that Google uses. It's one of their ranking factors is your click-through rate, and they will move you up the rankings if you can increase your click-through rate. I mean, if you have an equivalent blog post on a competitor's website as yours, and your click-through rate is 4% and theirs is 3%, Google is going to rank you higher based on that click-through rate, assuming all other things are equal. So it is very, very important. So there's a few different things you want to do with your post titles. As I said, I've got a couple of examples. I'm going to quickly run through this. So the first thing is you want to make sure that you've got your target keyword in the title itself. Sounds like something quite obvious, probably something a lot of you know, but it is important. So for example, with this blog post here, our target keyword is Facebook advertising cost. My company's digital marketing agency. We offer Facebook advertising services, among other things. And we know that there's a lot of people who want to know how much does Facebook advertising cost? So they're searching for that in Google, and we've written an article to try and attract some of that traffic. And we've called it, How Much Does Facebook Advertising Cost? Brackets UK, US, India, and more. Okay, so right there, the target keyword is this section here, Facebook advertising cost, and we've got it in the title. Fairly straightforward. Got another example here. So this article is called 47 Facebook Advertising Tips for Success in 2020. The target keyword here is this part right here, Facebook advertising tips. Again, there's a lot of people running Facebook ad campaigns, wanting better results, and they're searching in Google for the keyword Facebook advertising tips or something similar, and we want to attract some of that organic traffic. I'm not going to talk about keyword research here. I'm going to create another video about that shortly, so keep your eye out for that. But there are ways you can very easily identify keywords that you'd like to target and like to create articles and blog posts and even website pages on. So that's what we've got here in terms of Facebook advertising tips. So first thing, make sure you include the target keyword. If I jump back here, the other thing you want to do is think about it from your potential searcher's point of view. When someone is searching for the keyword Facebook advertising cost or something similar, what do they want to know? What answers are they looking for? How can you provide that information? How can you make it seem that your blog post or article delivers that information easily and succinctly? So instead of just, obviously we couldn't have a title, Facebook advertising cost, we've got how much does Facebook advertising cost? If someone's searching for Facebook advertising cost or something similar, that's what they want to know. They want to know how much it costs. Okay, so think about that with this option here. If someone's searching for Facebook advertising tips, what do they want? They want their Facebook ad campaigns to work, to perform well. So we go with 47 Facebook advertising tips for success, because that's what they want in 2020. And that shows that the blog post is relevant, putting the year in, which is another little tip, by the way, that you can use in your articles and things, is to put the year in, particularly in industries where things change very quickly and they become out of date very quickly. Just like Facebook advertising, people want to know that they're consuming up-to-date and recent content, not stuff that's old and out of date. So this is just another side. Okay, someone's searching Facebook advertising tips. They want to succeed with Facebook advertising. So how about we put for success in the headline, in the title? That's going to help people click through and make them more likely to read this blog post. Okay, a couple of other tips that we demonstrate in this one here. And that's to include a number. So here we've got 47 Facebook advertising tips. That number there improves the click-through rate and increases the amount of organic traffic we get to this blog post specifically massively. If we just went Facebook advertising tips for success in 2020, it would not perform half as well. That number there is really, really important. So where it's appropriate, don't do it all the time. I mean, this other example we've got here, we haven't got a number in here. So it's not always appropriate, but where appropriate, include a number. Numbers grab people's attention. They also make people feel like they're going to click on content or click onto something that has more concrete value and is more sort of perhaps scientifically led, more research has gone into it, it's going to be higher quality. That's why when you see news articles pop up, magazines, newspapers, there's numbers everywhere. We're just trained as human beings to identify with numbers, to want to know what that is, to want to investigate further. And also, it can be a signal of how good your content is, your post is, in comparison to someone else's. So there's lots of articles online on Facebook advertising tips. As far as I'm aware, none of them have 47. A lot of them are 11 Facebook advertising tips, 20 Facebook advertising tips. Okay, well, when ours comes up in Google alongside theirs at 47, that's a signal, oh, I should click on that one. That one's got more tips. That's more valuable. That's a better use of my time. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then another example, one thing I want to mention that you can add into your title to really help increase your click-through rate, which as we've already discussed, helps increase the amount of organic traffic you generate and moves you up the rankings of Google, which further increases the amount of organic traffic you can generate. And that's to very, very simply include brackets or parentheses in your title. So I said here, we could have an article that's just how much does Facebook advertising cost? But there's tons of articles with titles and headlines of how much does Facebook advertising cost. By putting in brackets UK, US, India, and more, we're giving more information, so we're making it seem more appealing and more intriguing. But the brackets, just something different to your competition, actually helps improve your click-through rate. There's been a number of studies that prove this. It's something that's so simple to do. So we do it in a lot of our article titles, our post titles. We will put brackets in, include numbers as well. Works really, really well. And you can see here, you don't just want to, include brackets and not provide more information. I mean, we're taking advantage of the extra space that brackets kind of allows you to put in that if it was just one block of text, it would look boring. But when you break things up with brackets, you can put more in there. So we've got here, UK, US, India, and more. So let's say someone in the UK or the US or India or even another country searches for how much does Facebook advertising cost? And our article comes up and it's making it very clear in the title that we've got a breakdown of cost by country. We provided that information. It's going to make them more likely to click on it, which, as I mentioned, increases organic traffic and increases rankings in Google, which is obviously what you want to do. So some pretty simple tips there. We've got include your target keyword, make it intriguing, include brackets, include numbers, include this year or recent date if it's topical information, something that will age. But those things can make a massive difference. And if you can increase your click-through rate from 2% to 4% just by updating the headline, which is possible, that's huge. You've doubled the amount of organic traffic you're generating without having to write more content, create new stuff, do all these sorts of things. You're just optimizing the title, which is something I would strongly recommend doing. Now, just before you go, I want to quickly mention our SEO services. So if you're currently managing your own SEO and you'd like a company to handle it for you, we can do that. That is a service that we offer. So we can help you get more organic traffic and help you move up the rankings in Google. Our SEO services start from just £350 a month, which is roughly $430 for those of you not in the UK. So very, very affordable, very competitive pricing. If you're interested in finding more about our services, the first step is to click on the link in the video description below, go through to a page on our website, and you can request a free SEO report. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at your website, we'll analyze it and basically make a bunch of recommendations on what we think needs to be done to help improve things, help move you up the rankings, help you get more organic traffic. We'll send that report to you and we go from there. Basically, we'll let you know what we would charge, what's involved in the process. Very, very simple, very informal. But if you are interested in our SEO services and having us get you better results and take this off your hands, then as I said, click on the link in the video description, completely free, request an SEO report, and we'll be in touch to discuss the details. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, please comment below to let me know, and got any questions, pop them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm releasing Facebook advertising, SEO related digital marketing content multiple times a week. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, want to get better results, I strongly recommend you subscribe, click the little bell notification when you do so that you are notified when I publish a new video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.